Liquid versus Navi. Amadi picks on me with Fog. The game begins. What are we thinking, Fog? Navi with a slightly similar draft. There's that bench, there's that Viper. They switch it up elsewhere. And Liquid indeed picking a PA into a draft that does pretty good against the PA. But it is Liquid and it is Navi, and we saw game one.
Yeah, I think that they're just, like I said it last game, Liquid always seems to have like that that contingency plan. They pick this super late game hero that can do. Oh my God!
There was. I think the smoke gets dispelled. They do get a 3-man stood up from the Sven. They look straight towards the Earthspirit. GH is gone. First blood for Dendi. Roger. He's falling low. He's going to go down in response. Liquid do get the 1-for-1 trade. Crystallize has to get out of there. Mind Control giving the rundown with the Iron Shell. Suneko falling low. He'll pop. Kuro turning towards Crystallize. Hasn't got enough control to get him. Crystallize will be escaping. A 2-for-1. Navi did get the first blood, but they lose 2 heroes for it. So overall, the gold swing is going to favor Liquid with the numbers. Only slightly.
Only slight. Who got the last hits too? It was Matumba and Miracle, so the cores.
Oh boy.
Lovely. And they only killed GH. So the cores kills across the board. And yeah, like I was saying, I think that's just Liquid's game plan. You know, they picked this early game draft with like the Darks here. They have lots of heals with the Batten and Death Prophet, and then they have this late game potential with the PA always, in case it does get to that point. And PA versus Viper, sure, you can break the blur with the Nether Toxin, but just like the panel was mentioning, you can be pretty mobile as Phantom Assassin, and it's just all about that late game. You jump in, you can just kill the Viper in very little hits if Viper's not super farmed. So let's see if Navi can actually take it this game, if they can punish enough in the laning phase to not allow Liquid to be the masters that they have been. And it's a Mind Control Darks here. One of the
classics.
I'd say the best Darks here as well. Like at the time being, you can't really argue against their universe at one time was, but Mind Control has proved to be that absolute dominant beast on the hero in the latest fashion.
Mind Control. TI winner, best offlaner in the world.
Yep.
Pretty safe to say, and especially with Liquid's performances since TI, they still certainly found in that position. Yeah,
it looks like this game they wanted to have like that that pressure that he can put with the multiple melee heroes that they have, and also as well having trades in the right lane. Right lane. Oh, there we go. GH roll off the mark. Don't think they're gonna get the kill anyway, but they also have the mech carrier to give them that extra sustain for the Death Prophet, since they don't really have that super saver, just the Abaddon, which it's a 5 Abaddon, which suffers a bit as we've seen in the past. GH sitting mid, trading right clicks. Trying to get that level 2 for the stun, while Mind Control is going to get a full free farm lane bottom. The bench support, we haven't seen bench support in a long time. Been playing as core lately.
GH. Sure that Roger's not going to make any sort of movements as stands on the high ground, keeping eyes of him.
He wants to be sure to block Roger from trying to go for those bounty runes.
And he's doing a good job of it.
Yep.
Let's get himself over. Should be able to get at least one of them. Suneko is coming over at the same time. This bottom bounty, and in fact with the eyes, and the fact that Roger has managed to move over. Looks like GH with a cute little roll. Look at the
Roger gets in front, the boots.
You get it.
And now GH in some trouble here. They've got a stun as well.
Yeah, I think he may just be dead. Mind Control's going to come across and help out.
Oh, the jukes though. Mind Control might get a trade kill here, but yeah, he just trapped Roger. Okay.
Oh,
that was pretty sick. GH dies, but for the cause.
Yeah, Mind Control gets the Soul Ring done off the back of that kill. Level 3. GH, he's back.
Oh, and he's found Suneko.
Oh, he's back with vengeance. Suneko goes for the TP out. Still level 1 on GH, of course, though, so no stone quite yet. Suneko will escape safely.
In lane, Miracle. Roger ports in. Miracle should be alright here. He's going to take a good amount of damage here from the right clicks.
Got the siphon if needed.
Yeah.
Eve Roger will not pursue. It will now. A second void, but then he can't quite get close enough in time. Miracle is low though, and the regen's not there. He's going to have to get a salve sent out to him. So a bit of time where Dendi's going to have full control of the lane, and Miracle trying to get a look in for the XP, but Dendi doing his best to keep Miracle zoned out.
Dendi has a lane ward too, so he sees every time Miracle does step up.
Very nice for Dendi.
Yeah.
Arguably even better than maybe getting the kill, because this is a fair bit of time that Miracle's having to wait for that courier to come in.
Yeah, 17-6 on the Viper to the 10-4 Death Prophet. Navi doing very well across the board in other lanes.
The lines on the general on this top lane. He is getting CS out of this lane. I think, as you said, just that position 5 very limited in what he can get done.
Bottom, they're putting pressure on Crystallized. He should be just fine. It's still only the level 2 on the Ion Shell, which isn't really the most amount of damage.
A little surprised that the Crystallized didn't turn for the stun there on CS Spirit.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a killer. Stun into the Magic Missile. He was diving and GH was getting loads of tower hits. But less, a little scared, I guess, just being very scared of Mind Control's potential with the double Ion Shell.
Nighttime hits. Let's see what Roger can accomplish. Something else we didn't touch on either is, you know, the PA versus the Enchantress matchup in the laning phases can be quite nice for PA if you can close the gap with that extra attack speed, but you get bullied pretty hard right now with those creeps.
With the shield, they've got to be careful how far they dive. Healed up as well by the miscoil, and now coming on to Roger. Roger tries to fly away, but the boulder smash is there. Roger cannot escape from this one, and he'll go down. The kill granted to Matumba Man. A failed attempt from Navi, turned around by the TP reaction of GH.
Miracle, dropping very low mid. Does have bottle charges though.
This mid lane,
Dendy's doing
very
great.
nice. I mean, he's loving playing the Viper against Miracle. He had a decent lane in game 1, and arguably this matchup is even better here in game 2. Having better time against Miracle than he did against Matumba Man, in fact.
Spotting out Roger. Got the flight. GH rolls off the mark as well. Roger should be just fine here. But yeah, with the lane ward for Dendy, makes the matchup much easier, and he had a little bit of help too from Roger in that mid lane to start off. But Miracle is absolutely suffering here. Are they gonna try for Roger again here? No, he's getting the bottom. I think we may have seen him place that ward there though. GH now starting to trade some right clicks. And the Shrine is up. They're gonna go use that one. Community Shrine. How's Mind Control doing? Still level 4, not quite level 5. Hit, yeah, that's where the damage on the Ion Shell really starts to add up.
Yeah, again, down these sort of bounty runes, back up in 30 seconds, and Roger. GH there with the lead in. The Magic Missile, they get the block off, but no, GH so quick there with the smash and the rollout, making sure that Roger can't get the Void Strike. Very quick reactions there from GH.
All 3 lanes being won by Navi though. Quite handedly.
Yeah, this is a very impressive beginning for the side. As I said, in game 1, their lanes didn't go too terribly. Other than, of course, the fact that the aggressive tri-lane didn't do much, but the mid lane and bottom lane were all right. But this time, yeah, definitely even better.
Yeah, they drafted for the early game.
Yeah.
That's actually what it just seems that Navi likes to do across the board no matter what they're playing. GH hasted now. Sitting near the mid lane, they've got the Ion Shells coming in. They're bringing Mind Control too. They need this extra damage to bring down Dendy. He's very tanky with those 9 wand charges and Fairy Fire. Don't know if they can go for the dive.
Another planet safe with that ward out, Navi. No, what's up?
Yeah, their sentry actually, it is in range. Actually, it looks like it's not.
I don't think it is.
That one's very close on the board.
I think that's just out.
When you click on the obs ward, it actually, the circle shows like it's outside, but I think it is in range of that option.
I know, it's hard to do. I think with the low ground, high ground as well.
Bottom lane, Mind Control, getting gone on.
Got enough damage with the Void's flow. Oh, yeah, they do. Hero TP's in, but can't get a spell off in time to stay. Top lane, Matthew jumps in onto General. General did get the heal off, though. And with that, yeah, Matumba Man knows he can't really chase it down. Has to respect the heal and the untouchability in Enchantress. Yeah, this is very strong stuff from Navi this opening 7 minutes. No doubt about that at all against Liquid. Some of these lanes, the difference in CS is incredible. 47-13 on their Sven, 28/5 on Matumba Man. The mid lane, as we've been saying, is not looking hot at all for Miracle. This is the dream for Navi's lanes.
Great start. They've got to keep it up. They don't have any stacks up yet, so they're not working on like those plans to accelerate the Sven. They're just really paying attention, just having those lanes go as best as possible versus this Liquid lineup that isn't that strong in the lanes with a Abaddon and Earth Spirit as the 2 supports. Not really the 2. Earth Spirit's a great roamer, but Abaddon, that hero just kind of sits back and TPs to try to save people. You can't really get any gank potential. Mind Control, spotting out the 2 supports.
Let's spot out him. Turn towards him. He's rather beefy on the start here. Now GH trying to play the reaction. Goes for Seneko. Roger will be able to steal the bounty rune, but there's 3 members of Liquid chasing him down. Roger get away from this one. He looks like he will. Crystallizes there with the Warcry. And with the threat of the Sven Stun, Liquid can't chase down anymore. Back to the mid lane. Dendy looking for the chase down, and Miracle has the Siphon. It's actually going to be enough to keep him alive. He's falling down low. Goes up to the high ground. And will be able to just create the right amount of distance between himself and Dendy to keep himself alive. But as we're seeing, it is getting a bit spooky for Miracle in this mid lane with the strength that this Viper has.
Viper has almost full 2-level advantage over Miracle. Level 7 to the almost 6 now on Death Prophet. But okay, so it is in range. You know, confirmed. It looked like it was. It just for a moment.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like it does get the D ward there. And Viper, very slow hero. So yeah, Death Prophet just a bit faster than be able to run away. Now Matu, trying to bring him down bottom with that level 3 Ion Shell. I mean, he's not farming great top, so he just needs to get involved somehow. General's going to be able to pressure that tower top as the Enchantress, and they're looking to get a kill on Night Stalker while the Sven farms in the jungle.
It's a massive find.
Dire's top tower isn't well at the moment.
Ready to jump in. Bottom lanes. So just Roger hiding. He knows that they're on the hunt for him.
Dire's top tower
DH is
under attack.
weeping behind. They are searching pretty deep. But Roger's keeping himself very nicely hidden. Goes for the TP out. And I tell you what, he's going to make it out just in time. The pings came through. I believe they saw with the Iron Shell reacting to his position. But not quite quick enough for the stun. Nice heads up TP out from Roger.
Exorcism's online. They want to at least try to get a tower, it seems, with this. Yep, it's popped. Tier 1 bottom. They need to get something on the board here. They're not getting kills. They're losing all 3 lanes. They need to get some towers to catch themselves back up versus this very early game lineup that Navi has drafted. Crystallize with the Mask of Madness, just full jungling now. Able to get maximum efficiency from that while Dendi pressures the mid lane and General takes top tower. Full drum and treads now on this Enchantress. Definitely problematic for Liquid.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Nearly level 6. More of that night time to play around with, make these moves, especially before Kuro hits the level 6. This Baron, as we've been saying, very hard to have an impact early on with the way that these lanes have gone and the matchups that Navi had against Liquid's heroes.
They're really lacking damage on Liquid. They really only have the Exorcism. PA at this point doesn't do like a great amount of deeps. And Darkseer, we're seeing why the hero's not really that strongest. He's level 6 now, finally at the 10-30 minute mark.
Let's see what they can do with this tonight. Matu leading the way.
They need the maximum amount of Ion Shells on everybody. Mind control is super low though, he can't really join the fray. They're looking to go for mid though with the Ion Shell.
Oh, Roger, he's backing up to the tower. Matrimon jumping in, but he's pretty beefy. The Iron Shell is bringing him down low, but they're just going to look to turn. Matrimon falling low. He's got to be careful. He has the Aphotic Shield from Kuroky, but Dendi with the wraparound looks towards GH, takes him down. They will lose, but Timberman has crystallized, turns up. Navi not only getting 2, I think they're getting 3 out of this one. Aphotic Shield not enough to save Kuro. And Navi, they're absolutely crushing this early game. This is some crazy stuff, and Liquid's lineup with that final pick for Timberman PA. You see him moving around the map. He didn't even have the tread, so it's just sort of the Aquila Blightstone. It's not enough to cut into this lineup of Navi that is just this incredible force at this stage of the game.
They've got extremely durable heroes on the side of Navi. Like Enchantress, Sven, and Viper, all 3 of these very tanky, but then just looking at the supports too, Night Stalker and Vengeful Spirit are pretty tanky beasts too on top.
This PA literally does nothing against the Warcraft with the lack of items that Timberman has. So and those movements are always going to be so risky, and they're very, very high risk, low reward it feels as well. Trying to move your PA around the map at this stage when already there's a 2k difference between Timberman and Crystallize.
Yeah, Ion Shell just seems to tickle, and Kuroky can't really get involved. Like, he's in a Baden. He's not a team fighting 5. You usually tend to see Kuroky playing.
Look towards Miracle, but not wanting to chase that.
He's the damage. He's the only real damage that they have with the Exorcism. If he's able to actually get it off with any disables.
And they're chasing down Dendi. Navi not moving over. Liquid have to be careful how long they chase this with Seneko there. They could have got to be very wary of this one. They'll swap Kuro back. He does have the 6 now. Borrowed time comes through, but they'll almost certainly chase the control. And with the magic missile, also on the sidelines, General picks off mind control.
He's got a DD on the
Oh my goodness, Navi are absolutely doing it here so far in game 2. GH tries to roll away, but General blocks him up. He tries to TP out. He's not gonna make it. General gets the double kill.
It's a disaster. 4 wards on Kuroky. Can't even get them placed down for them to do anything. They're just completely getting destroyed by this early game lineup. They have no response.
The Abaddon was a mistake. It just, what does it do?
It's just a healer. The Darkseer doesn't do too much either. Just throws Ion Shells on people and they don't really do much damage. Everybody's just so durable and tanky. Sven has, well, this is with God Strength pop, 2,000 HP.
Roger's deep. He's ready to kick things off if Navi want to start diving the towers. And Roger's ready to set up. Goes in with a wraparound and just scares Liquid away. So get away from this tier 2. We're taking it. And you can do absolutely F4. They've got a blade mail on Dendi now as well. it's very unlikely that Liquid are going to be able to kill this Viper at this stage. Again, they need to somehow get some farm on Matuma Man, but it's so hard with the pace that Navi are playing.
The only way that Liquid can take fights is with 4 heroes and just with the Death Prophet ultimate. Their only damage is Exorcism, honestly. And there's a Sven pick. Like, this Sven pick was actually so beautiful by Navi.
It was a very nice way to finish the draft.
The Warcry so good versus both PA and versus Death Prophet, reducing that damage so heavily. General, bots 2 heroes,
And
doesn't care.
they just got to run away from him. There's nothing that Matuma Man and Kura can do about Enchantress at this stage. I mean, Matuma, he needs to find that Deso, but this Deso, it's not going to be a quick one.
It's going to be very slow, and they just need they need every ulti. They need like the perfect fight for Liquid to try to come back in this one with Magnetize, with Exorcism. But Navi's getting very tanky. I don't really know if that's going to be even enough once they get all these like big items coming out. Echo Saber finished on top of Mask of Madness now for the Sven. 2,000 life, going for Blink next. As you mentioned, Dendi has Blade Mill already.
I mean, it's getting to the point where Liquid may even have to take a page out of Navi's book and sneak a Roshan with the Exorcism. You know, just get something done. But even that's hard to do. Because Navi, they're sitting in the pit, they're eyeing it up themselves.
Yeah, they're going for it. They have the max untouchable.
Yeah, and they've got it under the Arcane Rune as well, so great usage of that by Crystallize. And the thing is as well, I don't think they even care if Liquid know that this is going on, because they know that there's no way that Liquid at this stage of the game can really tackle a 5-on-5.
GH has to try to go for steal, but Raj is already there, notices him, runs silence out, gets the stable as well. Nico with the follow-up.
Great swap into the magic missile. GH holds the bat with the stun, does go for the rollout, so it looks like he will live. But indeed, unable to put a stop to that Roshan. Aegis into the hands of Dendi. 6k Goldie, 15 minutes in. This is, as I said, just looking at how game 1 was and now looking at what we're seeing in game 2, this just feels like a whole different Navi. It's like we saw 2016 Navi last game, now we're seeing 2017 Navi.
Yeah. Liquid with I would call it, I guess you could say, an experimental draft, having the Abaddon. It's really hurting them. Yeah, the only way that they can do this is fighting around Exorcism, and now they're fighting into an Aegis on the Viper, and Sven is absolutely free farming. And he's just gonna continue faster. He farms way faster than a PA at all levels of the game. Matsu's still struggling to try to get that Desolator finished. Only one Mithril. He's got one Mithril Hammer soon, but full 1,600 gold away from the secondary one. So probably wait for the next Aegis to disappear, and then Liquid, once they get level 12, so the level 2 Exorcism, that might be their only window to go for the fights.
Yeah, definitely. They've got to have no intention of fighting now. This is in the hands of Dendi.
They're starting to fall too far behind.
They really are. I mean, there's no way for them to keep up with the farm of this Sven.
No.
That's the power of this pick, as we've been talking about.
And they can't get pickoffs at all either. They need to bring so many different heroes to actually kill people because everyone's so tanky, they don't have good damage.
I mean, your best bet is maybe if you find Revenge out on our own, but as it has been, you know, there's no reason for Seneko to wander out on his own. He's always going to be with the team. He's arguably the easiest hero to take off if he's on his own.
Yeah, but
that's never happening.
Yeah, they're just grouping around the Viper, especially with an Aegis. There's no point for them to split up. Now Sven showing as well. And this should be tier 2 quite easily for Navi here. Don't see what they're contesting it by any means. Just splitting up the map, trying to farm what they can. Mech finished at least on Mind Control. He's got level 10. They have any other big items coming out? Yules was finished on Miracle a bit ago, but at level 12, at least don't have damage. Very dangerous position here. Bots out Crystallize. It's out of there. The full defensive wards, you see Liquid's, the wards Liquid has on the map, that's a telltale sign of how they're feeling about the game. They're like, we actually just can't do anything. We just need to farm, hope Navi makes some slip-ups and come back through that. At the moment, it's really looking grim.
Crystallized. How's he doing on the BKB? BKB next.
Yeah. Blink, Echo Saber, Mask.
Still away, but
BKB.
yeah, he's already got those 4 free items that he needs to fight, as we've seen.
Almost doubling up Matu, getting closer and closer.
So still struggling towards those arcane boots.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you said, 800 and that Desolator will be there, but going to be a big question of how much of a difference that actually makes against
Liquid isn't hemorrhaging kills though. Sure, they're getting absolutely smashed in the game, just overall across the map, but they're not like dying and chain feeding by any means. They're just like, they're trying their best to try to recover at this rate versus this insurmountable lead that Navi does have at the moment. Everyone's just trying to split push where they can. Miracle goes top tower. Shineko now setting up for him though, and TPs are coming in.
Looking for this chase down. Quick kills from Miracle will buy him some time. He does have a TP scroll, but he's got to find somewhere safe to use it. Shineko trying to close the gap there. He can't quite find the vision.
They have to keep doing this for a very long time on Liquid. Push the two side lanes, force reaction so they don't get their base threatened, and hope for the best that they can actually go to fight at some point. So, Desolator almost complete on PA, but still, it's not some kind of like battle fury or anything where he can keep up with the farm in this fan. He needs to get farm through kills once he does get that with exorcism from the Death Prophet. And now Guarding Greaves at least finished for Darkseer, so he can remove that silence from the Night Stalker, which will be quite nice, and that armor boost that he'll be able to give to his teammates if they ever want to fight, but it doesn't seem like they still want to fight for a bit.
Miracle, again, picking up the Kaya. Seems every game that we've seen Miracle play, he really likes to prioritize that item.
That adds a lot of damage. Really does. But they're all grouped up now. 4 people bottom for Liquid. Aegis should be getting reclaimed any moment now.
Just playing the farm game, and as you say, this is sort of downtime is best of a bad situation for Liquid, really.
Yeah.
But now
Navi smoked up, they're looking for the fight.
The pain is going to come. Kind of jump can general fine. Smoke's dispelled, does D2, and goes forward, straight away on the back lines, Crystallize coming in with a stun onto 2. We're starting to back off with the borrowed time on Kurodi. Get the exorcism and silence out, but Snake's there with the swat to buy space for Crystallize to get back. The Command being surrounded. And in fact, yeah, they managed to bring down the Sven. Roger and Dandy turning up to the fight, looking towards Mataman, but the Aphotic Shield will save him. Miracle gets the double kill. They have taken down 2, and Liquid, they do lose GH. We'll see if they lose any more. They are finding Miracle on the sidelines here, and they will finish off the Death Prophet as well. But this, I gotta admit, that is a little spooky for Navi. They are ahead by quite some bit, but the trade is 2 for 2. They're losing Crystallize, this Sven, who's massively ahead in net worth, but he still dies in what's an even trade, and if anything, with the way the Liquid were behind, it is a favorable trade for Liquid.
I didn't get to see if he got the war cry off in that fight. I think he actually popped the Massive Madness, so he had the minus armor being affected, and then he got silenced, so he took maximum damage.
I think you're right.
Exorcism there.
I think you're absolutely right.
And this was Liquid with like the perfect situation. They had all 5 heroes already there. Viper had to TP into the fight, and everyone else from Navi kind of trickled in. And even then, it's a 2 for 2, and that's with the Death Prophet with the haste rune on top too. So that's like everything going perfect for Liquid, and it still doesn't look too great. So they still have some time before they can take these head-on engagements versus Navi. Sure.
But it definitely could have been a lot worse for them.
Yes, definitely. This shows
the way the rest of the game has been going.
It shows signs of life. You know, it's not like they just fed a 5 for 2 or something. It was 2 for 2, which is a definite advantage for them, especially in the experience department. Even though it still shows Navi's still definitely way ahead in both experience and gold.
Maintaining their lead, not increasing it off the back of that play. Double damage is on Crystallize. There's now filtering back up. I mean, Navi as well with this stage of the game, they are just choosing to farm, which as we said is okay because they have a Sven and he's going to farm a lot quicker than Liquid's heroes. But do you feel that you would like to see Navi be a bit more proactive with their lineup and actually hunt for the fights themselves over Liquid's half of the map? Or is there really no need to do so with the lineup they have?
I think that they're kind of trying. I think Liquid just, with the Ion Shell being put on waves and pushing out the lanes, you see Miracle instantly go to other waves and just start spamming it out. Same thing with Matu. I think Liquid's doing a good job of just holding that off so that Navi can't group up and go for high ground. High ground's also pretty scary always versus the Death Prophet. One bad situation happens and you're like, oh my god, we're versus a Death Prophet PA that just got several kills. So they're being a bit patient, but I think they have to wait for that BKB for this fan and wait for the Aegis cheese. That's their big advantage.
He's pretty much got Solar Crest complete. It'd be very nice to
maybe now they can start threaten high ground, force reactions back, and then try to look for something. But no, they actually port back. All the lanes are being shoved in by Liquid again. GH has Blink Dagger on the Earth Spirit for the greater setup and situations here. Matu goes for early plate mail on the PA.
Okay.
Expecting that he's going to go for that AC Basher build.
Yeah.
I feel like I always see Matu just go Desto AC on all this, like, these physical cores now. Kind of needs to versus that as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, the casual plate mail certainly a value item for now. And Navi smoking up. GH is in a good position to dispel this if they do head towards the east. But they're going to beeline straight past the Roche pit and towards the top lane as it seems.
The haste rune and Roche is spawning. Well, we'll find out. I hope Roche will spawn now in a minute and 50 seconds.
Quick blink away. Be fine for now. Navi continue to move. They've got a few seconds left under this smoke. Can they find a jump? Liquid are on the high ground. Dendy haste straight up into the midst of it all. Gets held back by a boulder smash, but Liquid not choosing to turn up on him, of course.
No way.
They know that there's going to be more behind him. They're out of there.
They can't take fights unless it's all 5 of them with a like instant number advantage. Miracle bottom, trying to split push away. Starts to TP out to be able to get out of this too. And continuing just to split the map up as best as possible.
Yep.
They now have Blink Dagger finished onto Mind Control, and he just keeps Ion Chong pushing out waves. And maybe now this is where they look to try to go for a fight here. Like, it still is very tough for them. But with Soul Booster now finished on Death Prophet 2, they are a bit stronger. And with that Blink Dagger on Mind Control, maybe that's what they're looking for. They're looking for this kind of surprise play. They have good vision of Navi right now, and it is daytime for another 3 minutes.
And they have that beautiful dream combo between the Earth Spirit and the Dark, see if they can land it. But let's see if they can. DH actually jumps in, boulder smash straight away, but here comes the response. Chris like on the beacon. Gets the stun onto 3. Gara's the borrowed time. The rest of them trying to get out of there. Self feels for a Miracle, trying to buy some time for himself, but he gets ripped to pieces by the God Strength fan. Miracle down for 50. Crystallize jumps forward. The Echo Saber slow, holding GH in place, allows Navi to claim a second.
They run into literally the worst possible hero that they can try to go for there. A Solar Crest Night Stalker.
Yep.
Who is level 14.
You're not taking him down quickly, and
even then, that Liquid felt like that's their like power peak there with that blink being picked up on Mind Control, but now they've expended everything but the Exorcism, and they're in a world of trouble as Navi now goes high ground with that darkness.
how's Mr. doing with his items?
He's still not close to that Basher.
Still not close to it. They've got the Wombo back up. Spirit in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they don't have the wall up, but they still do have Exorcism in the combo, as you mentioned.
I mean, Navi know that Roshan's up, so they can smoke back, play it easy. They can take Rosh.
Yeah.
As Navi continue to maintain a beautiful lead here against Liquid in this game too. 26 minutes in 13-6. Navi head into the pit. Do they want to go for it? Does it look like they do? Maybe they're going to feel more content with finding a pick-off, or at least getting some clearer info on the whereabouts of Liquid before they decide to commit for the rush.
I think wait for nighttime.
Yeah.
They have a minute until it happens. It's not like anything huge will happen. Liquid actually still thinks that they're doing it. They run in. Maybe Liquid's desperate. Yeah, they might
oh, do they get away with this one? Liquid's in there with the Ghost. They're bringing it down fast. Navi are definitely going to want to contest this one. Dendy's done his own ultimate miracle. Crystallize jumps in, gets started. He's already got the contract found. Turns towards Rush and Mind Control. Steals the Aegis, but the damage from Crystallize is too much. Liquid have lost 2. Mind Control drops down the wall, but Miracle, he's surrounded. The impetus and Staneko bringing him down low. He's got the Siphon buying some time for him, but Crystallize has already picked up the triple. Dendy takes the kill onto Miracle.
This is looking over.
Oh, Mind Control. He does manage to steal the Aegis and get out.
He's so quick on his fingers,
he was.
always.
We've always seen him do that.
Yesterday we saw him grab all 3, the Shard, the Aegis, and the Cheese. This time around he gets the Aegis, but now Exorcism's down for 90. This should be a simple Rax here for Navi. There's no glyph available either.
But still holding on. But this is getting wildly out of control from TI winners. Navi. The OG TI winners. Doing it here.
So scared. There's still no Exorcism either. I'd be surprised if they don't just continue this. They're actually backing up and gonna go for Shrines, even though Exorcism is down. I guess because God's Strength's not available, they don't feel as comfortable doing it, but they're definitely very strong here. 16k gold lead, 16k experience lead.
Oh, look at that. Was that net worth? No, the XP graph has like a direct straight line of just... Here we have it again, this Roshan. I mean, Liquid, as you say, a bit of a desperation play. They nearly get away with it, and they do at least managed to deny the Aegis from the hands of Navi, getting it up for Mind Control. Watch Mind Control, he actually gets out of this as well somehow. He falls very low, but sort of an uphill miss there that saved him at the end of it all. Gets him out of it. But yeah, Crystallize at this stage is just so massive. They can't stand anywhere near this spell.
No.
So he will tear them a new one. Crystallis, and well on the way to the Bloodthorn. Level 19 on Crystallize. Easy peasy game.
Easy game for Navi. Liquid cannot fight. Exorcism is 15 seconds until it's up, but Navi already forcing down bottom. Full Aghanim Scepter being picked up here on Dendi on the Viper. And he's not level 20 just yet. We'll see if he does. I'm imagining he'll probably choose the Viper Strike DPS since he wants to ag this game.
Yeah, definitely with the Ags.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
I mean, that's
is
just
under
a
attack.
Timber Max, life a nightmare.
Yeah.
Not that it already
already
is in
is,
this
yeah.
game. As this PA